What up, Black and Blue fam? Welcome to the Black and Blue Review, where we break down the good, the bad, and the ugly of police interaction videos to give you a better understanding of what cops do or what they should be doing out there on the streets. My name is Dale, and I'm an actual police officer out here in California with over 25 years experience in the business. I'm joined today, like I am on every Black and Blue Review, by a non-law enforcement member of the community to help us break down today's video. So Black and Blue fam, help me welcome to the review, Caesar. What's up, fam? How you feeling?
Oh, good. Boy, that's more applause than I get at my show.
Hey, we like to make you feel welcome here on the Black and Blue Review. So I got on there that you are a, welcome to the show. I got on there that you are a musician. What kind of music you do, man?
Oh, well, I do hip hop, I rap, but I also sing, and I can mess with blues, jazz, but basically hip hop though, which can conform to all those styles, as you know.
That's what's up. I love hip hop, and I love the old school and all that. But I'm not so much on the new school. But that's another discussion for another day. But we are here to talk about police interaction video, and our video today is, let me bring this up, is LA deputy shoots a woman in a domestic dispute. This happened out here in California, in Lancaster, California, a few weeks ago. And just want to get you your interactions about what happened, and then we'll chop it up here. So let's check this out.
Yes, hello. I need the police here. This man, he won't get out of my house now. And I already told him to get out of my house.
Okay, stop yelling. Stop yelling. So who is he to you?
His name is. He will not leave me alone.
Ma'am, my question is, who is he to you?
Huh?
My question is, who is he to you? Hello?
All right, so let me pause that there. So if you saw there, that was a 911 call that the young lady made to the sheriff's dispatch, saying that she's having a domestic problem with somebody, and he won't get off of her. So she called this is the LA Sheriff's Department, and sheriffs are on the scene now. So let's continue.
You're yelling. Yeah. Can you see anything over there, Shelton?
They're in the back room if they're not answering.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
So when the deputy went up to the door, she could hear him screaming and all that, but nobody's answering.
Yeah.
Hey, come out.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand here because he just
All right.
Whoa.
All right.
Damn.
So did you kind of see what happened there? So let me bring this up a little bit more, and then full screen here. All right. So if you look there in her hand, she's got a knife, and the guy's there on the ground. So that's when this deputy shoots.
Yeah. Oh man.
So we'll look at it from his body cam. That was another body cam. So we'll look at it from his body cam now.
Hold on.
Hey, come out.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand here because he just
Go. Give me a taser. Come on,
No, drop it! Why did you shoot? Drop it!
All right. So what do you think about that video?
Well, yeah, he definitely's got a hair trigger. I mean, come on. I mean, I get it. She has a knife, right? But for one, he asked for the taser. Why'd you ask for the taser if you weren't going to use it? And then Yeah, I mean, he definitely shot way too quick. I mean, she wasn't charging nothing. She's standing right there. So, yeah, that was too
Okay.
hair trigger. Yeah.
Okay. So she did have a knife in her hand. Okay. And if she, she was over there over him, he was on the ground, like this. And if they didn't shoot and she stabbed him and killed him, then what would be the reaction of everybody, including you today? What do you think you'd say about that?
Well, I can say that I don't know what the procedure is. There's obviously, you're taught, cops are taught certain procedures for certain situations. And
Yes.
so, I mean, it seemed, honestly, it seemed kind of weird that they're trying to kick the door down first. Usually you'll hear, even though, yeah, there's screaming and all that, uh, they'd knock and then try to get the response that way. And they just
Well, they
sort of just
did. They
started,
did. She knocked on the door,
uh
and
huh,
nobody answered. So
uh huh,
she knocked on
uh
the door. I can kind of get to that. Nobody
huh,
answered. She listened. She listened there at the door, right there,
huh,
right. She
yeah.
could hear the
But
screaming,
usually they'll
and
be like, this is the police, like identifying
yeah,
themselves a little more.
yeah.
I've
Okay,
seen
yeah,
that, go
yep.
down where you're a little bit more verbally, she sort of is just like, and, and then, yeah, then they start kicking the door, which they couldn't do. And then, she opened the door
Yeah.
and,
Looks like that was a
but
looks like that was a young girl. I don't know if that was a daughter. I think that was the daughter that opened the door and pointed to, mom, and I don't know if that was dad or boyfriend, what have you. Those two were the ones
yeah,
having the issue.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, that's way too quick to shoot. I mean, knife, no knife, that was quick. And
Okay.
plus, it's a woman. And it's like, I'm not saying a woman can't be strong or this or that, but I
A,
mean,
a,
I
a
don't
woman with
know.
a knife a woman with a knife and a woman scorned,
Yeah,
as they say, can can
I
can do some
know.
damage.
I know. But it's like, man, like there has to be another, like the taser's the first thing. I mean, I don't even know the training, right? But the taser seems like the first option. If she could like resist the taser, because who knows if she's on PCP, and if that's the case where she's too Frankenstein and she can't be stopped, then okay. But it was like he right away, and she's just standing there. She wasn't about to go at him. She wasn't like raising it about to get him. She's just standing there, and yeah, that was hair
Yeah.
trigger, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a difference of opinion there, and that's for the the IA, and then the internal affairs on that shoot, and then ultimately the DA's office to figure out if it was a justified shoot. In my opinion, the way we're taught is that knives can kill, obviously, and all it
Yeah.
takes is one stab, get somebody in the jugular, what have you. She was standing over, so if she called the police, which you heard that 911 call, um, easier said than done, I guess, in a lot of these situations to back
Well,
away. But when the cops are there, let the cops handle it. Back away.
well,
If he's the
sure.
one who's doing all this, back away. But when the cops
Well,
go in the
it's
house, they see her with a knife over this man. They got
yeah.
to
Well,
act.
it's more that she's standing, he's sitting, but she wasn't over him about to get him. And she wasn't like leaning into it like I'm about. But the other thing is that they're kind. I get it. I trust me. I know these things are hairy, and the main thing is you would expect the guy to have, because when the call's made, it's a woman complaining about a man. See, so now suddenly the thing that threw me off is like, why are they shooting the girl? They're complaining about the dude, and then the dude was the one that
Yeah.
was the
She's the
victim.
one who
See what
called
I
it.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. She's the one
Right.
who
So
called it.
like
Yeah.
I understand that it's you're sitting there trying to process, wait, okay, so who's the bad guy? Now they got called there because the dude's a bad guy, right? But
Right.
then they show up and what they get isn't the dude like punching her and like being the crazed maniac. It's her with the knife, right? And
Yep.
so I get that. I get that split second timing, but I feel like that was too quick. I feel like that was too quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Just as I watched it, I was like, "Whoa!" I mean, he even asked for a taser, and didn't use
Yeah.
it, you know?
Well,
So
he
it's
asked for the
like,
taser before he saw what was up because they were around the corner. Asked for the taser, right? He got the
yeah.
taser, and then they round the corner, and she's over him with the knife.
But then the
Let's
other thing is he's letting the girl go first, which I'm questioning, kind of like, why are you letting
well,
the chick go first? You know, like,
well, well, that's good.
man,
They all deputies. We all cops.
I
We can't.
know,
Yeah,
but
we can't
instincts,
be in that mode. But
you know what I mean?
let's
But
so
yeah.
so they round the corner. All right. So let's play this one more time.
Right. And they're rounding the corner thinking that he is going to be the one, but they see something else.
Right.
And you got this girl yelling. So I get it. There's a lot happening.
Right. So then
A lot happening.
right there. So as they round the corner, the two of them are standing kind of
Yeah.
away from each other. Looks like he's holding his arm out against her. Okay. You can see the knife right there as he rounds the corner. You can see that knife right there. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can right here. You can see that knife
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
right there.
Yeah. She got like
So
one of them cooking knives of some kind.
no doubt. And as we move forward here, okay, she's moving towards him. She is moving towards him. Okay.
Okay. But
Okay.
keep going. Keep going.
Okay. Well, at this point, she's getting shot.
Right.
Okay.
But she's just like, she wasn't about, she's not cocking her arm with the knife. It's sort of like they're just she's kind of got her arm out and he's sitting down, like, cause he knows she's got the knife. But it didn't look like she was going to lunge to get him. You know, it wasn't like she was like about to get him. And they didn't even give her a chance to put it down. Like they're just kind of like, you know, whatever. And then it wasn't like she wasn't responding because she's dealing with the dude, right? Like,
okay,
like they're, you know, so they can't even get a word in edgewise. And so, you know, yeah, I mean, that's just, it just
it's a
seems
tough situation. It's a tough situation. Those are split-second decisions that police officers have to deal with every day. So it's going to be up to some other people out of his hands, a jury to ultimately when they sue, to see if it was a justified shoot or not. It could be easily articulated that he thought that she was going to hurt him, and that's the ultimate role of a police officer, is to protect life, and regardless.
But also, I mean, when you're thinking about these things, depending on how seasoned you are, it's like it is hard to stab someone. It ain't as easy as people think. And like, is she strong enough to, like, is she gonna really plunge that whole big 8-inch knife? And you know, is she gonna go prison style, looking like a Mexican cartel guy? She didn't
Right.
even have it. She didn't even have it like ready. Like she wasn't set up. She just has it in her hand.
Well,
Probably
she wasn't gonna do Michael Myers style. She was gonna do prison shank style. Because it was
but she didn't even. But the other thing is too, in the equation, they called them because he was there on them. So he clearly was hitting, and she felt threatened enough to have the knife. So that cop needs to know that and at least try to treat it like, well, yeah, like she's trying to protect herself. So then he's got to articulate, like, back off from him. We're here now. He won't hurt you, type of thing. Versus just like, oh, well, you got the knife. Like, well, yeah, he was probably just socking her in the face a minute ago when you weren't there. Who knows what? And so, I mean, this is. I mean, shoot, who knows? Maybe that dude is innocent and the girls just calling, you know, who knows? It's really tough because it's a you know, there's a lot of variables that could be. Who knows who's telling the truth? I mean, absolutely. So I get it, but it still seems like he shot quick. I'll tell you now, like, without a doubt. I'm looking at that and I'm like, dude, you just popped off way too quick. She did not seem like she was about to plunge it or have the strength to plunge it in him and get him. She had the knife because she's protecting herself. They called the cops there. So I think he processed that all wrong, you know?
Okay.
And honestly, his, because I call it Barney Fife syndrome. Okay, for one, why doesn't he even have like the taser already? Why doesn't he have his own taser? He's asking his
Yeah, I
partner
mean
for
most
her
yeah
for
most
her
most departments they have their own
for her
tasers for
equipment.
whatever reason. Yeah, it could
Yeah,
be his battery was
he's
dead or whatever.
so
Yeah,
he's asking her for her equipment. So that just shows lack of something. And then the fact she goes first and he's asking her for her taser, and then he's the one behind her, where she can be in the line of fire, and he pops first, like, and
yeah.
quick.
Well,
I just feel like he's a Barney Fife. He's a Barney Fife. And because it does take some it does take some courage, to like, to play poker. It's like playing poker, and you're watching, and he was just quick to push all in, and I mean, to me it looks fast.
and it's unfortunate because she's no longer with us. Yeah, she
Yeah,
passed on that. Yeah, so it's
yeah.
unfortunate in front of in front of him, and he even cried out, "Why'd you shoot?" So
Right, right. So
yeah,
it was probably just some. She probably wasn't even going to stab him anyway. Just one of them things. She just got it. A lot of times, people are just threatening to each other, whatever, because there's some old couple
but
or
we
whatever.
we don't know that. We don't
We
know
don't
that.
know.
All we know
Yeah,
is when we go into the door, she's
yeah,
approaching him with a knife.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, give orders, drop it, and then
He probably hit her, did some, and then he felt guilty. That's why he sat down, because he's like, okay, I got to be passive here because now they're here. If I'm up here standing doing what I was just doing before they walked in, I'm gonna get
you
arrested.
you don't think
Like,
he went and cowered as she advanced on him with this knife? That's your
nah.
interpretation, is that he sat down
Well,
because the cops are there.
well, no, if he was gonna cower, he would have ran out of there. Not just sit down.
Yeah.
Like, why
Well,
would he? Because
yeah.
that puts
Well,
him
it
in the
looked to
position
me,
to
and
get.
it probably looked to the deputy, that she advanced on him and made him sit, like in a
Yeah, yeah.
defensive posture. So,
Yeah, but I mean, if he was really that scared, he would have just ran out of there and been like, I ain't getting shanked." Like, it was clearly War of the Roses thing, and in that type of situation, they're trying to up each other. Oh, now she upped him up with the knife, but then when the cops are there, it's like, then this dude sits down because he wasn't scared at first, that's for sure. Like when she, he was standing, and he was even looked kind of aggressive, like he was coming at her, Frankenstein. I call it Frankenstein when someone's coming at you, right? Like sort of
yeah.
just zombie walking. I mean, I don't
All
know.
right.
To me, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the young lady was killed in that, and it's going to be a justified shoot. What I could tell, and unfortunately, other tactics weren't used, but it is going to be a justified shoot only because the knife was there, and she in the position there. You look on the body cam, she was over him with the knife, and that's all you need to articulate. Now, could he have used other tactics? Maybe, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's all a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas. And
Yeah.
if he didn't do it, and and this young lady killed him, and then we'd be talking about something else. Why didn't the cops act sooner? So,
Yeah.
damn if you do,
Yeah.
damn if you don't. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, brother.
Or
Yeah,
or
man. I
dependent,
appreciate.
or it could be like, oh boy, he earned that one, boy. No, he was
No,
he was clearly
no.
the instigator. I mean, they
Yeah,
called on because of him. So you
yeah,
know what I mean? Like, I don't think they'd call him on themselves. That's another bad
no,
look
no.
on why to shoot her.
Yeah.
She's defending
Well,
herself. So
no doubt, no doubt. I mean, we get these calls of domestics all the time, and it sounds like one thing over the phone, and then we get there, it's another thing. So that's what the officers are there to investigate and find out who's who and what's what. And hey, you just never know. Those are the number one dangerous situations for police officers when they walk in on domestic, because tensions are high, emotions are high, and
mhm.
that's what happens in those situations. So yeah, it's unfortunate, man.
Yeah,
Hey, brother. Hey, man. I appreciate you coming on and doing this review with me.
absolutely.
Getting your perspective, and that's what if it goes to trial, this is what the juries are going to have to see, and this is what the DAs and the prosecutors and the defense attorneys are going to have to deal with to try to get this guy acquitted or not. So, We'll see.
Yep. Yep.
All right,
Well,
brother.
now,
Hey, man.
now I'm going to follow this on the news. So you say Lancaster.
It's
Okay,
out. Yeah. I mean, you live in an area patrolled by LASO, the LA Sheriff's Department. So I'm sure you see them rolling around here and there. But this is up in Lancaster. Yeah. So,
Okay, great.
all right, brother.
Thanks, bud.
Hey, man, I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Peace, bro.